Good morning, Montfortians. I hope you all are fit and fine. You have enjoyed your summer vacations. Now just get back to your studies. Students, we are going to start with the semester 1 syllabus. So we will be starting with the chapter number 4, the States of India. Social Studies chapter 4 is the States of India. Students, as you know, India lies in the continent Asia. So today we are going to study further about our country, India. We will be studying about the subparts, that is the states of India. So there are total 28 states in India. Let us start with the chapter. As you know, India became independent on 15th August 1947. So India became independent. Independent means that India got freedom from British colonial rule on this date. That's why on every year 15th August is celebrated as Independence Day. It became a republic on 26th January 1950. So India got republic on 26th January 1950. Republic means that our Constitution of India came into effect on this date. Constitution means all the laws, rules and regulation which we are following in our country. They started on this date. That's why every year 26th January is celebrated as Republic Day. Students, I hope the difference between independent and republic is clear to all. India is the largest democratic country in the world. Every Indian has the right to choose people to form a government. So just remember, India is the largest democratic country in the world. Democratic means that in India, all people are treated equally. They have the right to vote. They have the right to choose people to form their government. Now there will be one question in your mind, that what is a government? So students, remember this thing. Government means it is a group of people who runs the country. Government is a group of people who run the country. So the government looks after the safety and welfare of the people. So students, it is the responsibility of the government to look after the safety and welfare of the people, of the citizens of India. India is a very big country. To govern such a big country, governments have been formed at 2 levels. So students, as you know, India is the 7th largest country in the world. India is a very big country. So we require the government at 2 levels. So there is government at 2 levels in India. That is at central level and at state level. Central level is called central government. The government at state level is called the state government. So now what is the basic difference between these 2 levels government? So just think, you know, India is just one country and there are 28 states in it. Country is one but the states are 28. So central government works for the complete country, that is the whole nation, and state government is working for the particular state. So it means if there are 28 states, so there are 28 state governments. But central government is one that will work for the whole nation, whole country. I hope the basic difference is clear to you, that every state has its own government, that is state government. Moving on to the next page. States are written, all 28 states are written here on this page with its capital and languages spoken. You have to read this page yourself. Capital word is here. Capital means the city in that particular state from where the government will work. The governor and the chief minister of that particular state will live in its capital. For example, the capital of Haryana is Chandigarh. So it is that city in Haryana, that is Chandigarh, from where all the official meetings, all the laws will be made from this city, that is Chandigarh, because it is the capital of Haryana state. Read this page yourself, students. Moving on to the next page, there are written Union Territory. I'll tell you later on what is a Union Territory. Let us read firstly Central Government. The offices of the central government are in New Delhi, the capital of India. The way we have the capitals of the state, similarly students, we have the capital of our country India also, that is New Delhi. New Delhi is the capital of our country India. So the offices of the central government, they are in New Delhi. It means our central government is working from New Delhi, that is the capital of India. The president, the prime minister, other minister and senior officers of the central government work and live in Delhi. So all these president, prime minister, the cabinet members, they will live in Delhi and they will work from Delhi only. States. There are 28 states in our country. As I already told you, there are 28 states. Each state has its own government to look after the welfare of the people. So it is the responsibility of the state government to look the security and welfare of its people of its state. Every state has its capital. Every state has a governor, chief minister, other ministers and senior government officers. So governor is the head of the state. Okay, all right. Rajasthan is the largest state in India and Goa is the smallest. So if we look at according to the area wise, Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest one. If we see according to the population, Uttar Pradesh has the largest population and Sikkim state has the lowest population in the country. Next topic, Union Territories. Some parts of our country are directly under the control of the central government. So apart from these states, we have 9 union territories in our country and they are directly under the control of central government. They are not under the control of state government, no. They are directly under the control of central government. That's why they are known as union territories. Union means central. There are 9 union territories in India. Students, this data, it is according to your book that there are 9 union territories. But at present we have 8 union territories in India. But we will be following the book pattern. Ladakh is the largest union territory and Lakshadweep is the smallest union territory. I hope it is clear to you. Here 9 union territories are written in this table. First is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Delhi. Delhi which means National Capital Territory of Delhi. Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So these are the 9 union territories of India. I hope the chapter is clear to you. Read this chapter thoroughly. If any doubt is there, you can call me in evening. Have a great day, students. Bye-bye.